So this video will be dedicated to my friends who have just started earning but don't know much about finance. So a year back I posted something on Reddit and it blew up. I think it got around 1100 votes or so. The community in which I posted was personal finance. There were many comments to it, so I have changed the way I have approached this. I will be also taking some of the comments and my existing post in this video so that you can understand better and have a basic structure of your finance. So there will be four major points that we will be targeting. First is your insurances. Second is your emergency fund. Third is your daily expenses, and fourth one is your investments. So let's start with the first. I will say this is the most important thing among all 4 points, which is to have a good medical and term life insurance plan. Most of the youngsters ditch this. They just simply ignore this, but I would recommend that you really think about it and get a decent plan. And before getting a plan, make sure to watch any of the video. I would recommend LLA's video on these two topics, which is health insurance and term life insurance. I would recommend that you watch the video of LLA. You can purchase these life insurances and insurance and all those stuff from Policy Bazaar. I have personally purchased it from there. It's not an endorsement. It is something that I have done and I'm just propagating it to you. So it's not a sponsored something. And I only have 11 subscribers. Why would I have a sponsored video in the first place? Keeping that aside, let's jump to the second point, which is to have an emergency fund. By this, I mean you need to have a financial net that lets you survive with keeping the same standard of life for at least 10 months. So let's say your monthly expenditure is around 30,000. So you will be needing around 3 lakh cash with you so that you can survive in any of the adverse condition. So let's say you have to switch your job or you are trying to explore something else. So at least you should have 10 months of cushion. Okay. Now how to keep this money and how to save this money. You can save it by keeping it in cash in any of the savings account, or you can do a RD. So this is one of the points from my Reddit comments that I've already mentioned, which is to create a RD. RD is recurring deposit. It works similar as in SIP, but in SIP you put the money in mutual funds, but in RD you will put the money in the deposits. So every month you will be spending a certain amount, a fixed amount to the deposit, and like this you can create it. Now why I'm recommending this thing, why am I saying that you need to do RD, not put it in the cash? First is, if it is in the cash you will spend it. Believe it or not, you will spend it, so don't put it there. Second, it should be easily withdrawable. So the assets that we are generating, that we are creating, should be liquidated whenever we need it. RD is one of the good options, like FD or RD, whatever it may be. They can liquidate in 2 to 3 hours, so no need to worry about that. Third is interest. Saving interest won't give you anything, but okay, so RD and FD also don't give that much interest, but it's better than the savings account. So these are the 3 points that you need to keep in mind. So we have already covered our insurances and our safety net. Now we will be discussing how you will do your daily expenses. I would recommend that you apply for a credit card, that too of RuPay, so that you can do UPI transaction through it. The limit should be the double of your monthly expenditure. Let's say your your monthly expenditure was 30,000, then the credit card limit should be at least 60,000. Because it is recommended that you don't spend more than the 50% of the credit card limit. It will affect adversely on your CIBIL score. Now, why to spend it using credit card and not directly through UPI from your savings account? There are 2 reasons. First is, you will get a bill by the end of the cycle. So you will know exactly how much money are you expending monthly basis. First one is this. So it in turn help you to budget it properly. Alright. Then the second one is, it will help you to build your CIBIL score. CIBIL score helps you to get loan at better interest rates. These 2 things will help you in the future also. Alright. We have covered how you should do your daily expenses. Now moving on to the investment part. I want you to put at least small amount of salary in any of the investment methods. It can be mutual funds, it can be stocks, it can be ETF, gold, anything works, but you need to put it there. And I would also recommend you to have a bigger vision and target for at least 10 to 12 months. We will not target to 2x or 3x your money by the end of this year. We will target to build our portfolio, to let the compounding play its role, and let's aim for 10 to 12 years at least. Okay, so this is not a investment suggestion. It is something that I follow. All right. So what do I follow? I put large chunk of money in my large cap fund so that they will give me stability in the time of crisis, and another small portion I will put in the small cap fund. Why small cap fund? They are more risky, but they are also more growth oriented. So it can provide me a great result. So this is done. I will also recommend you to invest something in gold also. Earlier they were SGB, but now the government has cancelled SGB. But you can also purchase ETF of gold. Alright, so we have covered all the 4 points that you needed to understand. First is insurance, and it is important. I am repeating it, it is important. You do it. Second is your emergency fund. It is really important also. So these two are non-negotiable. You need to do it. You have started earning. It is your responsibility that you make sure that you do these two things at least in the first year. You need to get rid of it in the first year itself. Third is your credit card. I would recommend to spend your money through credit cards. And the fourth one is your investment. Make sure to invest small chunks of money at least. If you are not okay, so I understand that you might have some responsibility and you need to distribute your salary, but still put 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees. It is something that at the least amount that you can possibly gather, just do it. All right. We are not targeting to 2x and 3x of money in a year, in or two. We are targeting for a longer run, 10 to 12 years. It will benefit you. All right. This wraps up our video. So altogether 4 points are covered. I hope you understand few of them at least, and would follow any one of the point. And I would really love if you follow all of them. But yeah, it's up to you. Alright, meet you tomorrow. Bye bye.